We're going to use Prep multi-purpose glue today, which is suitable for exterior projects, especially ones on acrylic like this one. Because this glue is a little more runnier than like silicone glue, I usually just dab it on. The last thing you want is when you put your tiles down that the glue does not seep between your gaps. So you'll get a gauge for it when you start gluing your tiles, how much glue you'll need. With it being a little bit runnier, make sure you always double check your tiles because they do happen to move around on their own. So always go back and have a look that they're nice and straight. You might notice that I work from end to end, so it just gives me some wiggle room in between. So I usually start one end and then I put a tile at the opposite end and then place my tiles in between there. That way I can just wiggle them and squeeze them in nicely. Okay, I've got some gorgeous stained glass sticks in a variety of colours. These measure 15mm wide by 150mm long. I'm just cutting a little bit off at a time, and I'm going to cut the little bit I've cut off in half. I'm going to shape the four corners of these, so I'm basically going to round them into little daisy blossoms. We have actually got a couple of videos we've just put up previously. A link up there at the top. It shows you in depth how we've made these little flowers, and yeah, check those out as well for some easy simple flowers. My favourite shimmer green, this one's called Kelly Green. I love this to work with. It just gives a nice little highlights in the background. I'm just filling in with some random pieces. Just a little tip is to do this around the flowers as you go. Just makes it a lot easier to put these pieces in instead of trying to go back and backfill when you've got other flowers around this one. Another cute little flower is with the stained glass diamonds, and these I'm just cutting in half and I'm rounding the top two corners. This one is also in the video that I'll put a link in the description for. Nice and easy, and the little centers I'm using are called cubies. They are only 4 by 4 millimeters, so they're very cute for the centers. can see a couple of sneaky crooked ones there. I need to go back and straighten up. So yeah, always check for ones on the move. Okay, I've got the 10 by 10 stained glass tiles. These ones are called Sky. I'm just cutting the 4 points off and I'm going to soften the edges, and these will be my little daisies. As I said, these are also in the videos that I will put in the links for you to view in a separate video. We're just going to continue on with the other wing, doing basically what we've done the same wing here, and we'll just backfill it with the shimmer green that we're using. Just the same flowers or just different colours. Okay, I'll quickly do his head before I finish his other wing. I'm just going to make sure I've got all straight edges along the edge of my ladybug. So I'm using black iridized glass puzzle pieces. I'm going to cut them down smaller, and I'll start doing the outline of the head, making sure I've got the straight edges facing outwards. Once the outline is done, I'm just going to cut out the smaller pieces and fill in what's remaining. So just trimming to fit and having those straight edges along the outside of the beetle's head gives you a nice clean finish. So it's just a matter of backfilling now. Okay, for this bottom of the ladybug, I'm using 8mm gloss tiles. These are really little cute small ones. I'm going to cut a little angle off each side so it will fit in nicely. And the same will be done with the other sides. I'll continue on doing the little angle cutting all the way up as we go to each line. Okay, you want to allow about 5 minutes for your project just to rest. That'll just be enough time for the grout to settle in, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wipe over with slightly damp cloth, and then we'll buff with a dry.